Who is this woman, you ask? Well, this is Amy Estes. Who is she? She is an 8th grade school teacher. And why is that so important, you ask? Well, that's because 8th graders are the most malicious and horrible people on the face of the earth. They cause destruction and terror just by looking at you. But who is she really? Well, she's another feminist who got triggered because an 8th grader said something mean to her. So, let's enjoy.
What type of relationship do you have with your students?
I really care that we...
Wow, not gonna lie, you're kind of wide. Just a thought, maybe they weren't making fun of you because you were gay?
We accomplish whatever we're set out to do, but I'm also the first teacher to volunteer to get a pie to the face or an egg cracked on my...
You know, this could also be why you were being made fun of. You are the teacher who gets pies chucked at your face and eggs smashed over your head. I don't know, but maybe that creates an image in students' head that you're an easy target.
On my head, like whatever it is to reward students. One of the highlights of my job is the fact that I probably laugh, cry, like...
Are you sure you don't cry? Because you don't really seem like the kind of person who laughs.
At least once a day, because teenagers are funny, and if you let them be funny, they're really fun. My name is Amy Estes. I'm an 8th grade English teacher. I've been teaching for about 12 years now. The joy of
teaching for 12 years and you don't know how to deal with your students. I could be wrong, but it seems a little far-fetched that after 12 years, this is the first time someone's ever made a joke towards you. Or maybe you could look past all the other jokes because they weren't, you know, directed at your sexuality or your girth.
Of knowing that I've impacted a student or had a good day in the classroom is really indescribable, because while education does not necessarily pay well, what it does pay is knowing that you've had a chance to impact future generations. My goal is always to really understand where a student's coming from as a person, not just...
Okay, if I can get a little serious here, I've had a teacher like this before. In reality, she's actually quite vindictive, and she doesn't show it because she'll always play the victim, but that's just part of it. A teacher like this, I'm sorry to say, is the type of person who will pick and choose which students she has as her favorite, and the students she likes, she will constantly give attention to and hang out with them and try to be the cool people around them, and the students that she doesn't like, she will purposefully give bad grades to, or at least single out and force them to almost change their views. It's a really backwards way of teaching, and it's all just about pushing their narrative, but I've seen this happen before.
Just a test score or a grade. My story begins at the start of the 2017-2018 school year. I had several students approach me privately out of concern to let me know that a former student of mine who was following me on Instagram because they wanted to keep in touch with me had taken a photo of me and my partner and posted it to her Instagram and let my current students know that I was gay. Prior to that, I had never discussed my sexuality in the classroom intentionally because...
What the hell are all of these shots? She's just like standing around and now she's walking down a road. Are these really the most flattering shots you could pick, BuzzFeed? I mean, I know it's really difficult with this one, but I think you could have tried a little bit harder. Or who knows, maybe BuzzFeed's on my side too.
I know that I teach in a very conservative climate, and it wasn't something that I felt I needed to share right off the bat with students. As the year progressed, students continued to approach me to let me know that this was really a hot topic on the internet, it was a hot topic on campus, and people were continuing to discuss it. I went to my administration multiple times and let them know that I was concerned about this and I felt like things were getting out of hand. And the initial response was that this was drama, was the word that was used, and that it would have died down. And to be fair, I hoped so too. Unfortunately, that's not what occurred.
Wait, at this point, all that's happened is someone has shared a photo of Amy and her partner, and she's assuming that some drama is going to arise from this. Albeit some drama did arise from this, but how did she know? Why did she automatically take this to the school? Why did she automatically blow this out of proportion? Maybe it's because she's trying to play a victim.
During that school year, I was also pursuing my Master of Arts degree. I had to maintain an online YouTube channel where I responded.
Okay, Amy, gotta be honest with you here. You could have chosen some more flattering thumbnails.
And reflected on things that I'd read or activities I'd completed. One night, I noticed that a flood of students started to follow me on that account, and then I received a comment that said, "Don't be stupid, be a smarty. You can join the Nazi party, now accepting dykes." I immediately...
I'm sorry, but an 8th grader posted this? I mean, you said it was one of your students, and an 8th grader came up with this? I mean, I gotta give some serious props to that 8th grader.
Immediately took a screenshot and sent it to my administration and asked them to sit down with me. It took my administration a full month to meet with me, and upon meeting together, the decision was made that I should create a lesson about tolerance to present it to my class. I did that.
What exactly do you think this lesson is going to accomplish? Okay, kids, it's time for your first day of tolerance class. Now, let's... Johnny, you have a question?
Yeah, Amy, why are you so bulbous and wide?
Johnny, you know we're not supposed to ask questions like that. We have to be tolerant of one another.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next time I'll be more accepting of your views.
Seriously, is that what you think is going to happen in this lesson? That you're just going to talk to them and the whole thing will magically disappear and they'll all be more accepting of one another?
Sent it off to them, and unfortunately they decided that they didn't like the direction of the lesson, and I was told that it would occur later on once someone else had a chance to review it. I had started to experience some severe depression and even more severe anxiety about being in class because I felt like I didn't know what was being said about me or what was being done, and I also felt like I wasn't being supported or kept safe the way that I...
Wait. You don't feel... You don't feel safe in a class full of 8th graders. Wow. They're not the Taliban. They're not ISIS. They're not gonna machete you in the middle of your class. I don't understand why you think you're so in danger.
I believe I deserve to.
Really unflattering photo right there. You can see Amy in the upper left. Wait, no, that's a bus. Wait, where's Amy?
After winter break, I asked my students to create their own utopia. And during a presentation, one of my students made some disparaging comments about gay marriage, which elicited quite a response from my students.
So, let me get this straight here. You asked your students to create their own version of a utopia. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that means that they have the freedom to make this whatever they want. But now you're getting offended because their ideals don't match up with yours?
A lot of excitement and looking at me and definitely awaiting a reaction. After that, upon reviewing the students' written work, I noticed that some more derogatory comments were used about gay people in her work. And I brought that again to the attention of my administration.
Wow, this girl has an opinion about gay marriage. I guess she doesn't really like it. But that was part of the assignment that you gave to her. and you somehow feel that that is what needs attention. Here's an idea. If it's her opinion and she's writing it in a paper that you asked for her to give you her opinion in, then maybe you need to be a little bit more accepting of it.
And my administrators felt like the best course of action there was simply a teachable moment. I contacted my union at that point. From there, it escalated to me getting a regional rep involved from my union, who eventually hired me a lawyer.
And she's suing the children. Good job. We have hired a lawyer, and we are now suing 8th graders. No, I know she's suing the school district for something that they definitely have control over. Not at all, but I can't keep watching this. This is some top quality bullshit.